The state is dealing with a serious shortage of skilled trade workers, and this could be a problem for years to come. Joining us now is Kevin Green, the apprenticeship manager for Focus Hope, which is a Detroit nonprofit that provides education and work training for underrepresented communities. Kevin, thank you for joining us tonight.
Hey, thank you so much for having. It's really a pleasure to be here.
We're happy to have you. And this is a huge problem, not just here in Michigan, across the board. What do you think is adding to it? What is creating this big issue?
So it really is just there are not enough young people going into the skilled trades to replace the retiring generation that we have going out. The Department of Labor and Statistics says that the average age of a skilled tradesman is 57 years old, and we just don't have enough young people to replace the outgoing generation.
Generationally, what happened? You know, obviously we have many baby boomers getting ready to retire if they haven't already. Culturally, it was different a few decades ago. There was a different sort of mindset going into the trades. College attendance has really gone up and peaked. Is it as simple as that? More people are going into college, fewer people into the trades?
It is that, and also an economy that's more diverse. So we deindustrialized in the last part of the last century. There's just not enough people going into the trades. Certainly the local, state, federal government have done things about that, but nothing on the volume that needs to be to fix the problem.
We've seen some efforts, certainly a lot of encouragement for women to get into the trades who maybe traditionally wouldn't. But you've been telling me offline during the breaks and everything, it's just not enough. No matter how many outreach campaigns there are, there's still just too big of a gap.
Yeah, so really happy to see the influx of women into the trades as of late. It really has been encouraging to see, but it's still not enough volume to replace the retiring workers. And there's been a lot said. Hey, kudos to our state government for doing something about it. There are several programs that they really mean to do something about it. But if you really think about it, CTE in schools is diminished. From what it was a couple of years ago, even 20 or 30 years ago. We just don't have that type of buy-in from the parents, the students, or the practitioners.
That could be a mistake. I mean, it seems a lot of people should consider this path, especially when you consider the wildly rising costs of college. For a lot of people, this could be a very smart choice and one that would cost you a lot less than going to get a degree.
Most skilled tradesmen have zero college debt. Apprenticeships are the oldest form of training known to man, and the trade unions are clamoring for new people entering the trades. In most cases, you can serve an apprenticeship, which probably is about the same length of time as a college stay, and leave that apprenticeship with no debt at all. And so here's a way to kind of jumpstart your life, jumpstart your career, and get into a career that is meaningful and effective.
And having a skill that you will always have, especially in light of this shortage, it seems like pretty significant job security.
Certainly. Today's skilled tradesmen are more skilled than ever. You need to know more than ever, but once you have those skills, they usually last you for a lifetime, and we really need to just have more people considering skilled trades as a viable career.
Now tell me more about Focus Hope's efforts to get some underrepresented communities into the trades.
So Focus Hope opened the Machinist Training Institute in 1981 to provide opportunities for underrepresented populations and women in manufacturing skilled trades. Our first cohorts broke race and gender barriers throughout southeastern Michigan, and we continue to break those barriers. And so Focus Hope is connected with many of these trade unions and will offer what we consider a pre-apprenticeship, pre-employment program so that people have an opportunity to enter a career that may have been closed to them previously.
If we don't fill this gap, if not enough people enter the trades and more skilled trades workers retire, what happens? What is the effect on society overall?
So things get more expensive. Things don't get done. Roads don't get built. Buildings don't get built at the same pace. We import workers from other societies, and the American middle class will be the ones that suffer. The skilled trades and the industrial society built this country's middle class, and it will sustain the middle class. And so I think that we're headed towards a cliff. but there are so many efforts that I'm optimistic that we'll be able to do something about it.
What else do you think people really need to consider, especially, if you have a young person or maybe someone who's just not quite sure on that direction in life, looking for something new? What else do they need to know about this option?
So what you need to know is that skilled trades will offer you a solidly middle class lifestyle. And that parents and job seekers really should consider going into skilled trades as a way for security, less debt, and so on and so on. There's not enough young people going into this. Parents have a role to play as well, and so parents oftentimes choose a collegiate path for their young people. But here's a viable path and something that is an alternative and should be considered probably first.
Yeah, for someone who wants to learn more about potential career paths and potential training programs, where should they go?
So you can always come to Focus Hope. You visit our website, www.focushope.edu, or call our admissions line, 313-494-4300. Focus Hope has something for everyone, not just the skilled trades, but we train in IT, tree trimming, CDL, truck driving. You got it. We have it. Those hands-on skills will put you into a good career, and our programs are coupled with job placement. So we have a great placement rate. Come to Focus Hope if you're seeking a career, and we have it for you.
Well, you guys are doing great work. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is Kevin Green, the apprenticeship manager for Focus Hope.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here.